We're going to do a quick walkthrough of how to get into Ascentis using the web browser as opposed to the app that you downloaded. You will have received an email from me. In the email, it tells you Davico email address users, click here. If you do not have a Davico email address, then click here. Whichever of those apply to you, because it's going to be very important, because you can only get in using the link that applies to you. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and select the link that applies to me for my test case here. So when I bring up the website, I'm going to look around on my screen. Here it's the little box with the arrow coming out of the top at the bottom, because I'm going to save this to my home screen. So once I select that, then I'm going to add to home screen and then select add. And then you'll see this little white a box with an A in it. That's the Ascentis self-service app that is now on my home screen. That looks similar to an app. So once I select that, it's going to come up. So I'm going to input my user information here, and I'm going to go ahead and log in. I'm going to select view the standard site, okay? Because that's going to take me to where I want to go. And you'll notice here, I've seen some with words at the top, some with pictures. If you have pictures, it's the little item that looks like a clock symbol. Otherwise, it's going to be timekeeper is where we're going. Do not forget that this is the area you come to if you select myself, where you can also see your pay stubs. So don't forget that. I just wanted to make a note of that. While we're in here, you'll see my paycheck right there. That's where you come to see that. You'll see personal information where you can change your address at your given time. And you can also look at your benefit information, W-2s, W-4 changes for your tax paychecks. All that information is here in self-service. So let's select timekeeper so we can get clocked in. So once it takes me to timekeeper, then I'm going to select transfer, because remember, no one should be selecting punch. Never select punch, because you cannot input your project number. How do you know if you've picked the wrong selection? It does not ask you to put in your project number. So we're going to hit transfer. You'll see it asks for our project number, phone, per diem. So we're going to hit the little glass beside the little magnifying glass. It's going to bring up our options. We'll select one. We'll say okay. And if phone per diem is not there, you'll see none, instead of yes and none. Then that means you need to get approved to get it on your list. So what will happen is, now that we've selected our information, we want to hit punch. Okay, and it says your punch was recorded. The punch may not appear in the timesheet right away. But let's go to our timesheet, because what we want to do is we want to add a note if our project number was not there. So once we select the little hamburger, the 3 dashes, we'll hit attendance, and then we'll hit timesheets. It's going to load us up. And then we'll look at the date. So now we can see all of the time that we've been working, because everybody should be verifying and checking their own timesheets, not sending it in and asking us to verify. You can take the time to look at your punches here, make sure that everything is accurate. So now we want to add a note. So we're going to select the one that we want to add a note to. And we'll hit edit, and once we hit edit, you'll see down here at the bottom note. So what will we do? We'll tap that little note area, and we're going to put in the correct project number, and then we'll say per diems, phone per diem, and then we'll say okay, and then we'll hit save. And then someone from payroll will go through, and then they'll add that to your time card. Okay, so that is how you use the if you're having issues with the timekeeping app, then you can go through on the web version. Have any questions? Let us know here in payroll. Thanks.